is sold out and noisy inside here in Boston. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Harden, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season, and then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Now, here is Harden after the miss from Tyler Zeller. Zeller grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And that's what you want to see, good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And for Harden coming in second in the MVP race, he had a lot of first-place votes, and nobody knew if he or Curry would win the award. In most other seasons, he would have won the MVP.
Now here's James. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. James has got his first points of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Pass to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Boston. Bradley, no one around him. James, the three-pointer. Bradley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And for Harden last year, he could have easily have won the MVP, probably would have in other seasons. His big talking point for the award was how he carried the Rockets on his back, and his team with the performances he had last year. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
Now here's Sullinger. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Thomas. Lock at 6. Down low and stolen by Cousins. And here's the fast break. Here's Harden. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage too, so really solid production in his first couple of years.
The dish now to Crowder. Plays it up and banks it in. Crowder's got his second basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Harden outside. Back to Paul. On the wing, James. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
And Davis sends it back. They recover it. That is good. Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Paul dishes to James. 16 feet away. And he can't bank that one in.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
Here's Paul. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Fires it up. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Davis. Paul's got his first bucket of the night. Boston trailing. Thomas with the ball, and the foul called on Anthony Davis.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Boston making a switch here. Lee's checked in. The visitors on defense. Picked by Zeller. Bradley passes to Zeller, and Davis sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Kicks to Cousins. Paul against Bradley. Paul dishes to Davis. Rebound Boston. Outside Thomas. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now, here is Harden. 14 feet away. That misses off the backboard.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out. But for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Now here's Zeller. Harden missing his last shot. Good!
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Harden. There's the bucket. Good. Harden's got 6. And Brad Stevens now in his 3rd year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Davis kicks to LeBron.
An easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Davis with a screen on Thomas. Here's Harden on the wing. LeBron James on the wing. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. James has got his second bucket of the night.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
On deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court.
And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for him.
Our bench is amazing.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got Kelly Olynyk. Isaiah Thomas out there with Smart. Then it's David Lee. And it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Curry against Thomas. Thompson sets the pick for Curry. Passes it to Thompson. The 3. And it's Thompson again missing.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Rebounded by Anthony.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty, I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
And Thomas, here we go, and Anthony sends it back. Curry kicks to Thompson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Feeds it to Turner. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark, with the boost in minutes, confidence of the coaching staff, his game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
And Curry has it in the corner. Rebounded by Smart. Celtics trail by 5. The feed to Thomas. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Thompson misses, and the Celtics shooting well. They're at 45%. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got his first points in this one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Aldridge with a screen on Thomas. It's tipped. Olynyk with the steal. Curry against Thomas. Lee passes to Thomas. It's Olynyk atop the key. And it's Durant with the rebound. Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Olynyk, and Durant sends it back. And here they come. Curry with it. Picked up by Turner. Thompson dishes to Durant. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Sellinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Johnson comes in for David Lee. Crowder, he's checked in for Turner. And Bradley's subbed in for Thomas.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this, he posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7'5" arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too.
Only took him a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here. Irving.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Celtics trail by 9. In the corner, Smart with it. And Durant sends it back. Irving drives in. Count the bucket. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Now here's Smart. He has 5. He dishes it to Sellinger. The fadeaway, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And so that brings the first half to a close. The away team, they lead by 11. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what has been the focus for this team during the first half of play?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We're bucking down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays. You know, cherishing every possession counts, and we're doing that the first half.
Nice to see it come together on both sides of the ball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is happening. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
I don't think anyone expected to see such a number from the bench, you know.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. We've got Anthony. Kyrie Irving is out there with Curry. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Durant in at the small forward. Irving kicks to Anthony. Nifty move. The shot is off. Good D by Sellinger. Celtics trail by 9. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star. Second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Irving against Bradley. Irving drives in, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Here's Thomas. Curry with the defensive effort.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Inside, Anthony nowhere around. Again, the miss by Anthony.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that one's good. And it's 9 points for Avery Bradley.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
He kicks it to Thomas. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
On its way from Irving for 2. Bradley with some nice D.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
On up the court, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Look at Isaiah Thomas, and he's been getting it done. 10 points and some assists, too. How about 3 of them?
And Isaiah Thomas traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston. Seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Lee's checked in for Boston. Turner comes in for Crowder. Curry's shot is off.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Lee, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Curry kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Celtics trail by 4. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Just 3 to shoot. Irving can't hit. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 14-5 run. Irving against Bradley. Here's Thomas. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Durant kicks to Irving. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Dishes it to Thomas. And Griffin sends it back. And here we go. Here's Curry, and it's blocked. Here's Bradley. He's got 9. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Amir Johnson's checked in for Boston.
Amir Johnson.
Here's Bradley. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Curry passes to Griffin. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Craig. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Bradley against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Thomas gets the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Durant. Can't make good off the screen. Celtics trail by 3. Thomas goes in, and there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
They get the rebound. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. For the lead, some solid defense from Aldridge. Being pretty good tonight at 48%. Now the pass to Irving. Thomas against Curry. Lee with the steal. Outside Turner. He feeds it to Bradley. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Thomas. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Thomas with another miss.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you. Durant doing all sorts of things. 15 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
We all know about Durant's injury last season. Strange because he was the model of health pretty much before that.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, just rarely missed extended time. And factor in he, along with Westbrook, 2 guys who have been really the model of durability. Health is something he nor the fans will ever take for granted again.
And Durant sends it back. Sullinger a screen on George, and Durant comes to help. Here's Smart. No luck. Great D that time from Irving. With the floater. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And that's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Sullinger and Zeller are the duo down low. Smart and Bradley the guards. And it's Crowder in at the 3. That's the Boston 5.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's Smart. And Durant sends it back. Here's the break. Ahead. Here's Irving. Griffin dishes to George. Back to Griffin. And that one is stuffed right through.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Back to Sullinger. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Durant in the corner. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. Here's Smart. Looking to get it going. Bradley with room to shoot. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's now 11 points for Avery Bradley.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Outside Durant. Connects on the 17-footer. Durant's got 11 in the second half.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Boston.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And George kicks to Irving. Pass to Griffin. The dish now to George. Aldridge against Zeller. Aldridge misses.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Thomas, here we go. And that one's good. Thomas got 11 in the second half.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Here's Irving. Cannot hit. Good D by Sullinger.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Down low. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
LeBron kicks to Paul. And here's Harden for 3. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Pass to Sullinger. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're going to see.
Sullinger, no good. Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. LeBron can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 3. Bradley with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Kicks to Crowder to tie it up. And James pulls it down. Doing well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Paul passes to Cousins. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Thomas against Paul. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Back to Thomas. Here's the 3. Boston again missing. Gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Davis takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. Passes it to Sullinger. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sullinger's got 8 here in the quarter.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
James outside. Here's Harden on the wing. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. Rebound Boston. Sullinger's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Crowder. Cousins pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. .121 left in the fourth quarter. Paul against Thomas. Wing shot on the way, and right through it goes. Thomas got 19 points. Got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Paul against Thomas. Paul dishes to Davis. And here's LeBron outside. That's good.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 8. 58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Davis, here we go.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And the jam by Tyler Zeller.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 10 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
An interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Johnson, the pass to Olynyk. It's stolen by Davis. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Looking to get it going, and Harden lays it in.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. But they'll get another chance. Here's Olynyk. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Well, really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
It's Harden with the drive. Stolen by Smart. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a...
Well, Anthony, this win has got to feel pretty good, coming out on the road and getting the job done like you did here tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a tough arena to play in. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Everybody coming out, we just wanted to play. We came out from the beginning and said, we got to come out and play defense, and that's what we try to do all night.
Anthony, thank you for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game.